A recent study has shown that the Korean food that causes the most significant spike in blood sugar levels after a meal is not ramyun or tteokbokki, but Chungmu. The rise in blood sugar is thought to be triggered by the simple carbohydrates found in the rice and seasoning.
한국인의 식단에서 식후 혈당을 가장 급격하게 높이는 음식은 라면도 떡볶이도 아닌 충무김밥인 것으로 알려졌습니다. 단순 탄수화물로 구성된 밥과 양념이 혈당 상승을 유도한 것으로 보입니다. Listen, when I lived in 하동, we went all the way to 통영.
Yeah.
그 통영에 충무김밥이 맛있다고.
gotta-
That's kind of where it originated, they say.
Yeah, you gotta get it in Tongyang on like a ferry. Eat it on a boat. Yeah.
거기까지 갔는데. So what is the spike in your blood sugar level?
Yes. So, like we said with Chungmu, if you think of what Chungmu is, it is rice with a little bit of seaweed around it, and then you have the 꼴뚜기 무침, right?
Yeah.
Which is 오징어, right?
It's like 오징어.
It's squid,
Yeah,
right?
it's squid, yeah.
And it
무.
Yeah, 무.
Yeah.
But also with the 오징어 and the 무, the seasoning has a lot of sugar in it, right?
That's why.
So, yeah, to be honest, I thought Chungmu would be pretty.
Well, I thought
Pretty
it would be pretty
healthy.
healthy because the squid has protein.
And then the kim is
무
like green.
is good, and mu is a vegetable.
Yeah. But because of all of the seasonings and, of course, the simple carbohydrates in the rice, it's the worst that they tested.
Now, seasoning is 양념, correct?
Yes.
Right? So it's not just the food itself, but the seasoning is what's making it even worse.
Yes, the seasoning as a word is any ingredient that is used to add flavor to something else. So if you're making chicken, for example, the actual meat of the chicken is
good.
not seasoning.
Right.
But any salt, pepper, herbs,
Or it's fried.
yeah, or all of those things that are added to the chicken would be the seasoning.
So, okay, this guy, 충무김밥, they got, guy, I don't know why I just like gender.
I mean, in Korean, you might say this guy,
Okay.
the equivalent.
So they got top place.
Yes.
What are some other foods that spike our blood sugar levels?
So this one, the number 2, I kind of thought 잡채밥.
I love japchae.
But it's all simple carbohydrates.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then it's cup ramyun. And
Okay.
then number 4, honestly, I was a little surprised by this one. It's 팥죽.
Pacho, is it possibly because they put so much sugar in
It's
there?
so much sugar.
Right. Okay.
So I actually like my 팥죽 salty.
Oh.
So instead of
That's
sugar, I
right.
put salt in it.
Salt, not
so I
bad.
wonder if it would be...
Yeah, 소금.
Yeah, because
I
it
don't
does.
think it's
Kong
the
is actually
beans.
really healthy. So
맞아.
if you look at some of the suggestions, things like vegetables, nuts, and beans, and other high fiber foods, high fiber like 고섬유질 식품들, those are supposed to be good for you.
Right.
And 팥 has a ton of 식이섬유. Has a lot of fiber.
근데 죽들이 되게 이렇게 뭐 팥죽, 호박죽이 like the ones that you buy in the stores or like in restaurants that you eat, they're very high in sugar.
Ah, yes. But here's another surprising one.
What?
Number 5 on the list, 고구마, sweet potatoes.
But
So
고구마
much
has,
sugar. If it's sweet, 단맛 나잖아요.
But it's like a resistant starch.
단맛.
Resistant starch doesn't. No, okay.
단맛.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sweet. And then I'll go over the last 10 really quickly. 떡, 짜장면, 떡볶이, 볶음밥, and 냉모밀.
다 맛있는 거네요.
Of course.
Oh, all the yummy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's a word that is often, because a lot of people these days are talking about, doctors and health experts are talking about your blood sugar or glucose levels, right?
Yeah.
And so a lot of the words that the one word that we hear a lot is spike, S-P-I-K-E.
Yes.
So to spike your blood sugar level. What is spike?
To jump or increase all of a sudden.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's right. So it's like, well, it's not like a gradual, but it's like it goes right up.
Right. So usually with a spike, it goes right up and then comes right back down, right? So that's when we get what we call a sugar crash, where about 2 hours.
You feel like a zombie.
Yeah, after you get all the energy from the sugar,
아이고 졸려.
it all goes away. Yeah.
Okay. And of course, we talked about seasoning, which is 양념.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Let me read that again. A recent study has shown that the Korean food that causes the most significant spike in blood sugar levels after a meal is not ramyun or tteokbokki, but 충무김밥. The rise in blood sugar is thought to be triggered by the simple carbohydrates found in the rice and seasoning.